Welcome one and all back to podCAST, where last time we left off, our adventurers had taken on a quest to find out who had been stealing the supplies of Yoffery the merchant.
Quite successfully so far.
Yeah.
Well, we found one of them at least.
Yeah.
On their way to the docks, Belric, Dothrak and Keith met up with Strawberry, the Warforged, managed to procure some health potions, some legitimate, some not.
Don't know what you're talking about.
They then made their way to the docks and set up to scout and hide in wait for these so-called thieves. As the hours were coming towards daylight, movement was seen on the ship and Dothrak was restrained. We now continue with our mission by rolling initiative.
Even me.
Everyone roll, but for the time being, it's only really Dothrak, the guy that's got him.
Sweet.
20!
What a good roll.
20!
I only rolled a 3.
Dothrak got a
You
20.
got a -3 to your initiative.
No, I rolled a 3.
14,
Oh, right. 13, please.
13,
3.
3.
It's not a bad thing for a spellcaster to be last, though, is it? You assess the situation and fire off some spells.
Also, I have no idea what's happening.
There is also
That's
that.
true. That's what I'm saying. At the moment, it's only Dothrak and this guy in initiative.
Dothrak and Johnny grab from behind.
To start with that natural. What did you roll?
19, but
19,
with a
yes,
plus
yeah.
1, so 20.
So with that 20, Dothrak is to start. You are currently restrained.
So, to break out, is it at the end of my turn, or can I use my action to break out?
So you currently have disadvantage on any attack roll you try to make. A disadvantage on any dexterity saving throws, but at the end of your turn you can make a contested strength check to escape.
What about if I have burning hands, his hand around my mouth?
So you want to burn your own mouth?
I'm a Dragon Ball.
Can't you use your breath attack?
Or is it behind me?
Still hurt him, wouldn't it?
What are you doing?
I mean, it comes out of your mouth.
The acid breath, does it go in a straight line or a cone?
It's a cone, isn't it?
It'll be stopped immediately by his hand. Yeah, he'd have to make a dex save, but as his hand's over my mouth, would he still make a dex save, or would it?
Yeah, because he might see what you're trying to do
Okay.
with his hand, but he's probably so close to you, he's still going to take damage, wouldn't he? Even if he saves, he still takes half damage. So
Yes.
dex save,
And save would be a 13.
got an 18.
Okay, so he saves. So it's 2d6. That's what it says. A creature takes 2d6 and half as much as successful. So, right. So it's 4 damage, half to 2.
So you loose your breath weapon. It moves his hand, noticing kind of the flare up in your cheeks, but his hand doesn't move completely out of your range. You catch the end of his fingers, the acid burns, and he lets out a scream,
So
which you will hear. You will probably still hear because it's quite. He's just had his fingers, like his hand, pretty much.
There's not much else going on in the immediate area.
No,
I've seen movement on the ship.
but also at this point, that movement you was following just stops and looks towards where the scream was coming from.
Does he let go of me?
He does let go of you. Yeah.
Can I use my movement to turn around and face him?
You can.
Okay. And then, do I have a bonus action that I can do? Let me just double check.
Okay. End your turn. So because you are now all alert, everyone is now in initiative order, which then falls to Belric. You are currently hanging from the mast atop the ship. The scream come from the shed this way, and you spotted the guy on the deck.
And you probably saw a blast of green.
No, there was a wall in front of me.
A wooden wall.
Yeah, like I said, there's no window looking out this way.
You said that, yeah.
The light might have flashed behind you. There's a window looking out towards
Is it a
you.
brick or a wooden wall in front of me?
Brick.
Oh, it didn't sound like a scream coming from a dragon, or I don't know. Actually, it might come from the wizard.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I'm gonna hold my action
Okay.
for when they get to the hatch for the hold.
Okay. You're holding your action.
Yeah.
Next up is Strawberry.
I'm not going to move. I'm going to stay where I've been told to stay.
Are you holding your action?
Yeah. Well, my action is going to be to loose the crossbow if someone comes down the stairs.
So you're
holding an action.
You're prepped. Yeah.
I'm holding a dash action.
Sorry?
I'm holding dash action.
Right. Okay. Up next then will be the guy that's just had his hand singed. He is not happy.
Would you be?
No, I am not. I would not. And he is going to attack you with a scimitar. Probably does not hit with a 7.
No.
So the pain from his hand just kind of takes his attention. He just swipes wildly at you, and you see it coming a mile away. You just seem to duck out of the way. He's he's not scared, but he's not backing up, kind of thing. He's just still unsure about really what he wants to do. Now he's kind of one-handed as well. He's trapped in a small room with someone that's just breathed acid onto him. After that, it is this one's turn. He's going to duck low and move towards the hatch and use his action to try and pick the lock. Which he does not. He's struggling. The attention of the scream. He's now in a rush because he's like, right, this wasn't going to plan, but I still need to get in here and get something.
I'm using my action to dash for extra movement.
Yep.
But I'm trying to be as quiet as I can coming down. I know it's...
Yeah, so quietly dashing, it probably didn't make you do half movement then stealthily.
Yeah, so I'll start making my way down the mask as quiet as I can.
Yep. Roll a stealth check for me then, please.
A million. 22.
22.
Fucking
Yeah.
million.
You're about 5 foot off from the actual deck itself. Doesn't notice you. He's still fiddling with the lock. Perception check, please, Belric.
19.
19. As you lowering yourself down, you notice someone climb over the side of the ship and move up towards their friend. Haven't noticed you or anything. They've come up and they're like, "Come on, we've got to get something. He's basically given the aid action for their next turn.
Okay.
Next up is Keith.
Okay. So I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Force Buckler Cantrip.
Yep.
Which gives me a +2 AC. And then I'm going to, because I haven't noticed anything that's going on over here, I'm going to make my way towards where I know where Dothrak is.
Yep. You up to the door.
I can't use another spell.
The door isn't locked.
The door isn't locked. Oh, sorry, is it closed?
It's only like 2.
Oh,
Yeah, like it's. Are you going in?
Well, yeah, I'm going to.
Okay, so we'll say.
I just want to open it up and have a look inside. I
Yeah,
don't want to be.
Right, so you open the door up and you can see Dothrak's kind of standing there. He's a bit on alert. A little bit of green drool coming down from his side of his mouth, and you see just a guy, black clothes, holding a scimitar, and one of his hands is. It's almost like smoking.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see that the skin has gone down to the bone at the very tips of his finger.
Okay. Well, what I would try and do then, for now, is using my quarterstaff. I'm going to just try and hit him on the head, non-lethally. I don't want to kill the guy.
Right, okay.
But it's probably not going to amount to much.
It's going to be a case of me and you twatting him with.
Yeah, well, I
quarterstaffs
can't
until he's
cast a spell because I used the cantrip as my bonus action. but maybe next time. No, that's a 5.
Yeah, no, he kind of sees the door open. You just kind of swing at him. He blocks it with his scimitar. He's like, but now he's looking like, oh shit,
Yeah.
this wasn't the plan.
Yeah.
We then go back to the top of the round with Dothrak. So you've now got Keith kind of coming. You've not got him flanked, but he's kind of trapped in the room because you've got Keith in the doorway. Yeah.
Can you make a non-lethal firebolt?
I don't think fire understands.
I think you could probably aim for one of his limbs or something like that, so you're not like just shooting him. Yeah. So you're not just shooting him in the head or the chest.
All depends on how much damage you do to him, I suppose.
Yeah, that's because you can.
When you non-lethal hit with a melee weapon, it's normally you're hitting with the blunt.
Yeah.
Or the side of the blade, or
or you're not
Things
hitting.
Like spells are a little bit more
difficult
erratic, aren't they? So.
Oh well, I'm going to non-lethally, magic missile him or something.
Yeah.
I'm going to
non-lethally fireball the area.
Yeah.
bop him on the head with my quarterstaff.
Go for it.
Well, I'm going to attempt to bop him on the head.
I've got a feeling he may not be getting bumped
I believe in
by
you.
any quarterstaffs.
13.
You make contact with your quarterstaff.
Yay!
Well done.
2. Bear in mind, I just want to apprehend him.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You give him a quick dunk around the side of the head.
Yeah.
He's like I've just had my hand burnt, and now you're bashing me lightly with a bit of wood. Like, make up your mind. What do you want to do?
I like the idea that it gets grabbed round the mouth and then you just go. Oh!
That's literally it. That's literally it.
He's the one that grabbed the Dragonborn's mouth, so you deserve that one.
He is an idiot.
He's not the sharpest tool in the box.
So, any other actions from you?
No, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay, so next up we have Dothrak, followed by Strawberry. So, sorry, Belric. Yeah, sorry, my initiative thing keeps moving everyone around when I don't want it to.
Well, I
A bit
will
of paper.
No, it'll be fine.
drop down. They're
Yes.
both at the.
They're both at the hatch.
I'm going to. Is it possible for me to get within 5 feet of them and hold my action?
I'd say roll another stealth check.
A million.
Not this time.
No, not this time. It's a 10.
10. Right. So the one at the lock, concentrating as hard as he can, doesn't even budge. The other one turns and looks straight at you.
If I don't move, they can't see me.
Hand goes towards their scimitar.
Well, shit.
I will take the dodge action,
Right.
which I think imposes disadvantage on their
Yeah.
attacks. And I'll get within 5 feet of them.
Right. So we'll leave you up there.
Is it possible for me to shout anything? Or
Yeah, I'll let you shout.
Strawberry on deck!
What's your passive perception?
Strawberry on deck.
Sorry?
14.
14. Yeah, you hear that. So
I assume you know what the deck of a ship is.
Yeah.
you've just heard your name shouting. You know it's Belric shouting.
You
shouting
can
for you.
hear that, you
I'm
Yeah.
going to. Is it my turn now?
If
No,
you're
for the dodge
finished,
action.
yeah, it is then
I'm
Strawberry's
going to
turn.
run up the stairs and bust through the door.
Right, okay. Do a strength check for me, please.
Okay.
Bearing in mind this lock has already been picked once today.
No, not open the door. Bust through the door.
No, but what I'm saying is the lock might not be.
Oh, it's not bad, it's only a 14.
14. Yeah, you run up. Yeah, you run up and you literally that lock it's like he's been struggling with this lockpick, and all of a sudden it just explodes. The chain flies everywhere. The door flips up, cracks him in the face because he's leant over this thing. He takes 4 bludgeoning damage.
See, my original plan was to shove one of them down the stairs.
So as soon as they open it, just go.
Yeah, just go. Whoop, and
They fall down the stairs, he closes it, and then Strawberry just...
He is now knocked prone as well.
At this point, my
You
eyes.
are now at the top of the stairs.
My eyes have gone red now, and I'm very much alert and moving around waiting for
Okay.
actions.
I'd say as that was almost like a charge, I'd say you got a bonus action if you want to use a bonus action.
No.
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 Just no.
He's asked me to be on deck. That's where I am.
That's fair.
Looks like Brad's using every one of his actions to tell Lewis to do something.
Well, I like the way that I've done the same amount of damage as Barry with the door so far.
Hey, right, I landed a quarterstaff hit.
You did.
No, but
So-
he breathed on him as well.
Yeah, that was 2 damage.
Was it?
Yeah.
2 damage with that and 2 damage with the stick.
Because it was
I
half.
wasn't paying attention. Oh, it was. Yeah, you're right. It was.
Up next is the bandit in the room with
Mhm.
Keith and Dothrak. He knows he's cornered. He ain't going to get into that trapdoor without at least taking a couple more hits. He's going to fight. He's going to swipe at Keith.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brad. It's the second time I've hit someone with the door.
That is a grand total of 5.
Doesn't hit me.
Doesn't hit
Yay!
Keith
Surprise.
sees the scimitar coming, instant gut reaction, flips the force buckler up, and it ricochets off. The scimitar comes back. The bandit looks a little bit shocked, as if say, like, how did you do that?
Sheer panic. You've got the 2 spellcasters doing stuff. Just got off the cuff,
The next, actually no, he is then going to make a turn for the trapdoor. He knows he's cornered, and he's like, I'm either going to die or I'm going to die escaping. You both do get attack of opportunities.
I mean... 11?
No. Sees your quarterstaff come in, kind of ducks down as
14.
he turns. 14 hits, so as he turns to run,
Yay.
2.
gets a
Non-lethally.
quarterstaff in the spine. And you're like, ah! And then just carries on running.
Yeah.
He's now kind of at the trapdoor.
Okay, that's fine.
So the next is this one that was prone. He kind of stands up angry that he's just had his face smashed in by a trapdoor. Looks to see you coming up, and then he just kind of goes, like his face gets higher and higher. He looks up and he sees this massive mound of metal.
Red eyes, yeah.
Red eyes obviously raged through that.
No.
No.
They just went red because it was alert.
When it goes rage, they go pink.
Right.
Disco
We'll have to distinguish. We'll have to distinguish your rage.
Alright.
So big red eyes staring at him, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" And
No,
he's like,
Actually, no, I'll retcon that. That's a good idea. They'll just be white, but when I rage, they'll go red.
so big white eyes looking at him. You've not got your axe drawn yet, have you?
Nope.
No, so he's still looking at you like, "Oh no, this is not where I want to be," and he's going to back up, but he like backs up into Belric, and then he's like turns, sees his mate, and then like sees you behind him like this. Have you got a weapon drawn?
not yet.
Not yet. Then he's like, I don't know who that person is. I don't like who this person is in front of me. I'm going to run. And he's going to bolt and try and jump off the side of the ship
I'll
into the
attempt
water.
to hit him with my fist.
Okay, and
I
you
don't
also
have a
get
weapon.
attack
How
opportunity.
close was he to me? 5 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You literally sandwiched between you. It's not the biggest ship either, so
I want to try
I
and
miss.
right,
I want to try and grapple him.
grappling. So a strength check then.
Uh, 22.
Oh yeah, he goes to run. Belric just goes to try and punch him as he goes past. Ducks down, but he gets too close to your range, and you just go, and he is like bear hugged against you, like he's looking out away from you, so he's kicking his out. He's like, let go. You're like, you can feel the force, like kind of because you can't determine like how strong you're holding him in for. Next up is his mate. Sees like the other guy get picked up. They've heard the scream, and they're like, "Oh, this is not good." But sees that you haven't got a weapon drawn, and he's just like, "I'm just going to try and take someone out."
I took the dodge action, so
no disadvantage. Don't matter. Natural 1 on their first one. Goes go like that. Takes a big old swipe. Comes down, and they hit their sword into the mast, and it's like, oh no! Like they're now like grappling with their scimitar to get it out. Then that takes us to the top of the round with Yoffery.
Right. So how far away is?
Oh, sorry. No, my apologies.
Oh,
Queef.
Okay, I'm going to cast Colour Spray.
Ooh.
Yeah,
good.
So it's a 15-foot cone originating from me. And what I do is I'm going to roll 6d10. And then what I do is I take away hit points away from him. And if I take away the amount of hit points he has, he's blinded.
Right.
I mean, it only affects...
Hostiles?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You just air everywhere.
Things about to get colourful.
He's about to had a whole rainbow in my face.
Okay.
Right, you look fabulous after.
Oh.
So that's 2, 11, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 31. Hey, that's 31 hit points. So if I... Has he got less than...
Well,
30?
let's just say they start with 11. And he's been hit a couple of times.
So he is now blinded.
Right, okay.
So he automatically fails any ability check that requires sight, and attack rolls against him now have advantage, and these attack rolls have disadvantage. So yeah, that was my action. That's all I'm going to do.
Okay. Now, top of the round, it is Yoffery. You've just seen a massive rainbow of colour come out from Keith.
Yep.
And the guy that was running for the trapdoor is now like, he's dropped the scimitar, holding his eyes, he's like, I can't see!
I'm going to cast Sleep on the guy in front of me.
Right, okay.
Poor guy.
And I don't want him to get away.
Well, it's his own fault, I suppose, for trying to be clever.
I've got to roll 5d8.
That'd be a lesson to you. Don't be clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, be stupid.
So here's how I'm seeing what's happened, right? So he's gone on to do his plan. He's grabbed the first thing he's seen, which has been a dragonborn, unfortunately. He's had the tips of his fingers singed off. So he's then thinking, ah, shit, okay. And then just as he's starting to fight, you get this little wizard running through the door, smack him in the head with a quarterstaff. He turns the other way, the dragon smacks him in the head with a quarterstaff. So he thinks, fuck this, I'm going away. Runs away, gets blasted by a rainbow so hard he can't see, and then put to sleep. Yeah.
Wakes up in the morning, no
okay.
pants on.
Yeah.
So, does he have more than...
He has 5.
18, 19, 20, 22,
Yeah,
23.
it's
24.
It works,
Yeah,
yes.
okay, he's asleep.
Oh my word, this poor...
Bonus action to time up. Hog time. You have Dungeoneers back.
I'd probably say bonus action give you to take the rope out.
Yeah, fine. I sort of signal the rope to Keith
Okay.
as this guy just crumples into a sleepy mess on the floor. That's blind.
Blind, sleepy mess.
That must be so confusing, like being blind and then just falling asleep.
Yeah. So that is that done. It is now Belric's turn, and Strawberry's up after.
Yeah.
Where are we going, Belric?
It's gonna cost me an action to draw my short sword. I'll take out my short sword, and I will. Well, first of all, can I see this person's face?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've only got a hood up.
That's
You got
fine.
dark vision. They're human.
Yeah, Yeah, I'll draw my short sword and bonus action disengage from that one.
Yep.
And move to the next one.
Also,
He's
that one should be
grappled,
there,
isn't he?
grappled.
Uh-huh.
You can disengage to move here.
Yep. So disengage from that one to move to the one that's being grappled and flanked.
Yes. Okay.
And I will attack non-lethally with the flat of the blade. Does flanking give you advantage? I can't remember.
I think he does.
Gives you advantage.
Gives you advantage on
But
your
he's
attack.
grappled as well, isn't he?
Double
Yeah,
advantage.
so he still gets advantage either way.
A natural 20.
Fair enough.
Oh, you're going to slap that blade.
I'm going to hit you with the pummel.
So that's
I thought you can upgrade to the handle bread.
aim right for the eye sock. I mean,
Non-lethally. I didn't say we're going to maim them.
Well, I mean,
Jesus Christ, Brad.
Wind him! Wind him!
22 points of bludgeoning damage.
Non-lethally, you said, yes?
Yeah.
How many ribs has he broken?
Well, he is now...
I'm baseball bat swinging.
You
it.
basically crack him round the side of the head, hit him clean in the temple, and he don't even get a chance to make a noise. He just like limps.
flops.
In.
So
Like
he's just
you're now
holding
carrying
dead
like a
weight.
limp body.
And
That's fine.
I can't say anything, can I?
If you want to, you can. Bonus action to talk in it.
I use my bonus action to disengage.
It depends how much you want to say.
I want to say restrain mode.
I'm already in restrain mode.
No.
Then yeah, I'll
I'll
allow that. Yeah.
point to the other one.
Right.
So,
Okay.
bang,
I'll
restrain
allow
mode.
it. Fine. So that ends your turn. It is now Strawberry's turn.
Okay. Is it an action to drop the guy I'm holding?
No.
Okay. I drop the guy I'm holding.
If you want to do it hard.
I literally just let go and just.
Yeah,
let
no,
him fall.
I wouldn't. He'd probably take like 1 point of damage as he's falling, but
So
To be fair, I'm not holding him up. I'm just holding him.
yeah, but you're still like 6 foot up, and if he's falling,
unconsciously.
yeah,
First.
he's not going to brace himself,
Alright,
is
make a death save. I'm just dropping him.
he? Yeah,
Either
that's
way.
fine.
He's only unconscious.
It's fine. No, it ain't going to do him any damage. You're only just
I'm going to go and
because he kind of flopped to his legs first, and then
I'm going to walk over to the other guy
yep.
and grab him.
Right, strength check then, please.
It's
You want to get me back? Yeah.
really embarrassing if I fail strength check. That's a problem.
Famous last words.
Like that. 12.
Yeah, you go for the strength check. They kind of see you coming because you're in restrain mode. You're not going full on, and they kind of just push your arms off and they push away from you. So they're not restrained, but they are now stood in front of you. You've got bonus action if you want to use it.
I don't think I've got any bonus actions.
I don't think as a barbarian you don't get much really.
Well, you normally use your bonus action to rage.
There's no need.
No.
Nah.
Well, because I know he might be angry now.
Nah. I've been told to not kill the guy, so
Which is fair.
I'm going to. I'm just going to look at it.
Intimidate. Bonus action to intimidate.
Intimidate, yeah.
Get in my arms.
Other two are unconscious. How many rounds does sleep last for?
10 minutes.
I shall tell you. Yeah, it lasts quite a while, I believe.
Colour spray only lasts for 1 round, by the way. So
Thank you.
Or will
I mean, I know he's asleep, but
he's asleep at the minute, but
It lasts for a minute.
right, that's fine.
Thanks.
So then it is just this one that escaped your grasp. She's seen the other guy go unconscious. Yep, she's seen the other guy. Doesn't know if he's alive or not. She's not really paying that much attention. She's just got out of being grappled from this thing and he's like, I'm out. And kind of just goes to jump over the barrier. You are both within range if you want to
Attack or the child.
attack.
I want to try and grab her again.
I would attempt the same.
Okay. I will
Grapple.
do a. I'd say both make strength checks and she will have to make one at disadvantage because she is being grappled from 2 different directions. Okay.
17.
8.
8. She goes to jump. She gets grabbed by the shoulders. You grab the bottom of her legs. She's like a fish out of water. It's like, let go, let go.
Well, I imagine that I'm moving around. He's just.
Yeah. So she is now grappled. I would say she wouldn't have the time to try and attempt a breakout at this time. She's just been grappled as she was making her move. Which leaves us to Keith.
I will use my action to help Yoffery tie this man up.
Easy enough done. He's asleep. He ain't moving.
Gotta see.
You know, roll a performance check for me.
Performance?
Yeah.
Singing my fucking lullaby.
Yeah. 18.
It's the best knot you've ever seen.
Mate, you're doing boat knots.
It's like you've been tying knots and you look down and you go, like you look at Yoffery's knot and you're kind of like, oh, maybe I went too far. Because it's almost like a bow.
Yeah.
on like holding his hands. Top of the round then, it goes back to Yoffery.
I am going to, after are we finished
down
tying him
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
I'm going to drag him out.
Downgrading your threat level to.
I'm going to drag him towards the guards at the beginning of the dock.
Yeah. I could blind you.
So,
Yeah.
5,
But
15. What's your movement?
I'm
30 in
down
it. So, yeah, so half movement gets you to there. So your turn done?
Mild.
So, Belric, you are currently holding on to a wiggling bandit's legs.
Oh no.
Unless you want my friend here to crush you, I suggest you stop resisting.
Intimidation.
Oh, but his face level. Disadvantage.
14.
14. She's like, just let go! Just let me go!
It's not happening.
No, you.
Now it's Strawberry's turn.
I'm going to tighten the grip ever so slightly. Just enough so it's making it difficult to breathe a little bit.
She can feel like almost like a crack in the top of her arm. She's like, ah! Screams out in pain. She's like, ah!
Not going to say anything.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep it tight.
It is then her turn.
All you're going to say is, beat warp.
She's going to attempt to break the grapple. She's not giving up.
It's 2 of us, huh?
Yeah, so I need opposed strength checks.
Oh, sorry.
You hit the light, not me.
Yeah, I know.
12.
Sorry, light.
Again, 17.
She manages to kick you away, like kicks her legs enough to get you away, and she kind of goes to leap out, and it's just like it's just not letting her go. She's there forever. And at this point, she kind of just gives it. Oh shit! I would say, for the sake of this, as she's given up trying to escape, we will no longer be an initiative.
Okay.
So at this point, at the end of this, you've now got an unconscious thief laying on the deck of the ship. Yoffery is dragging an unconscious and hog-tied thief up the pier, and Strawberry is currently bear hugging.
Can I call out to Keith?
Well, what my action was going to be was to go and run, and I was going to use my action to dash and try and see if I can find a guard
That's
while
fine.
kind of calling for someone.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll
That
have
was what I was going
we can
to do.
Yeah,
so.
no, it's fine. In the story, like if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
So Keith goes off. He's going for a guard. He's like, I'm going for this. I'm going for
That
this.
guy's going to wake up with brain damage after how hard Brad hit him in the temple with that sword handle.
He will have a heheadache. That's for
There's
sure.
blood coming from his ear.
Yeah, that's 22 points of bludgeoning damage.
Level 2.
Is that a sneak attack?
Rolled a natural 20. And they rolled an 11.
Not lethal.
So
Crack.
His bones are broken. It's not dead
Yeah.
though.
Wow. You just
The,
got that sweet spot.
But I did.
So you've run off. You're trying to find
A guard.
a guard. She's currently restrained, and she's now just. She's
I'm
not even
gonna,
making eye contact. She's like
I'm
looking.
going to
At
flip down her hood.
Yeah, you knock it down. like quite a young, like maybe early 20s, human female, dark black hair. She's kind of tied up at the back. She's wearing just regular leathers covered with a dark cloak. She doesn't even try and hide her face from you now. She kind of like, as you do that, she kind of just gives you daggers, kind of thing, as if saying like, I'm not afraid of you.
Why were you trying to steal from this boat?
I don't have to talk to you.
You don't have to, but it may be advantageous if you do.
Just waves her head at you. It's like, you're not getting nothing.
Well, I tried.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so just
Come on, Strawberry.
every now and then she kind of just
Back to the
wiggles a
docks.
little bit just to see if the...
I was going to say, make a talk.
Come on, Strawberry. just a little bit, just one arm. Just
Give her a bit of a bit.
just a couple of ribs.
Yeah, just pop a rib.
No, I'll start dragging the unconscious guy onto the dock. And
Right, okay. So yeah, in that time, you've been shouting and you gained attention from the patrol. Have you still been dragging them this time?
Yeah.
So you've kind of got up towards kind of the entranceway to the dock as Keith makes his way back with some guards. They're chasing after you. Like, hold! Why are you shouting?
We have caught some thieves.
Right, they kind of run in.
Come over to Dock 12. This is the Salazar.
So like, they follow you in. Like one, they've got crossbows drawn, and they run in and they kind of look down. And they see like you're dragging one that's unconscious. There's another one being dragged off the ship, and one just being carried and is like conscious kind of thing. They're like, "Whoa, hold up! What? Explain yourselves. What's going on here?" They've kind of got their crossbows on the ready.
Citizens on patrol.
We were told you'd been made aware of our presence here. We were hired by
Joseph.
Yosef.
Yoffery.
Yoffery. Yoshimitsu. We were hired by Yoffery to guard the boat because he'd told us that his stock is been stolen recently. He wanted us to.
At this point,
Can I take the one I'm holding right up to a guard, uncomfortably close to a guard, and just say citizens arrest?
yeah, you can. And the guard kind of like, whoa, it was a bit brash. But at this point, the girl goes, "They're lying. They came to steal. We were the ones hired to look after this."
Preposterous, go and get
We have a note.
Excuse me, we got notes.
And at this point, the guard goes, "Can you produce this letter?"
We gave it to your the person who sees people onto the dock.
I've got it back.
He
Can I?
gave it back to
Yeah,
him.
I have it right here. From
He takes it from you as a look. Gives it back to you. Well, it seems, young lady, you're telling falsities. I think I've just made that word up.
I am not angry. I am just disappointed.
No. You didn't make up the word. The guard did.
Yes. Damn it, I can't even claim that.
Derek the guard.
Keith is going to use his bonus action to side-eye the guy at the word falsities.
Keith is now writing a dictionary.
Yeah. Hold on.
I'm like, that's not a real word.
So like, they basically, just to expedite a little bit, like they move.
They like cuff her and things.
Yeah, they get a couple more guards. They carry the two unconscious ones out, and they make her like walk along. And she just kind of turns back to you, like through gritted teeth. You won't get away with this.
We did.
That's what you think. Like
Yes.
they're just like, shut up. And, like push her around the corner and go. All quiet. On the dock. You have successfully stopped the thieves from stealing fruit.
What we
well,
think
I was
is
down
fruit.
Yes, well, you saw crates that had fruit written on them, so...
Must be true.
Yeah, whatever. Well,
Maybe we go and sleep, and we then find
It's
Yoffery.
early morning.
we should.
Yeah, the sun's kind of on it's pretty much almost up now.
Although
We could sleep until
we
noon.
could get some sleep, until noon, and then go
Then to the
find.
library, Keith.
Yes.
No, we have to find Yoffery
Yoffery.
first.
And to the library.
And get a battle axe for our friend.
And
Yeah.
then to the library, Keith.
So,
A library.
yes.
Yes.
Yes. Obviously, when you were staying here, you had procured a room.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
No, that's what I'm saying. You had procured a room It wasn't a large room. There was enough for 2 of you. And it is also about 5 in the morning. So odds are the door won't be open.
We
Well,
can just wait here.
I'll bed down around here somewhere. It'll be fine.
Yes, well, I think the chances are the inn isn't open, so we might as well just wait here for now
Any
until.
tavern's open at this time.
You're only just starting to get some people kind of walking around. You know, as the sun's about to come up, like the fishermen are getting ready to go out and start their.
I mean, I slept rough a few times on my journey here, so this boat is probably more comfortable than a few places I've slept in my journey.
Just for precaution, maybe not sleep on a boat, because you never know where you'll wake up in the morning.
Well, yes, of course. Well, I didn't mean in the boat, I meant on the boat. But I'm sure someone would notice me, but perhaps you're right.
You'd be surprised.
Perhaps you're right.
A man of your regal dressing.
It is quite nice.
And I'm going to find a small alleyway.
Yeah. I mean, you roll an intelligence check for me, please.
Oh, well.
Oh, he likes that.
That's not great, though. That's an 11.
11.
Compared to what you rolled, that's very good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a hard thing to think of. You do know it took you about an hour's walk to get from where you were to here earlier, so...
You have a room, yeah?
Yes.
Well, let's go to the inn. I'm sure the door will be open.
Yes, very well. Let's head out then.
Yeah, so you take a leisurely stroll, not trying to rush too much. People, like I said, people are starting to come out. Stalls are starting to get set up. The fishermen are going out to get their fresh catches ready for early morning trade. There are a couple of street vendors. You can smell food being cooked. Like there's some. Like,
is there any street vendors that have got food already made?
Yeah, like I said, you can smell. I mean, roll a perception check for me. No. Nope. His dice just said no.
Nope.
Yeah, you can smell it. You can smell fresh food. But looking around, you're tired. You've been up for like nearly 24 hours, close to 24 hours. So
about 24 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're a little exhausted now. He's alright. He was resting in the hull of the ship, but he's like. But yeah, like you can smell fresh food and that. Keep walking. You approach the Laughing Drow. You can see the owner, Felwyn. I remembered that one. There we go. Right,
Is the door open or not?
Well, Felwyn is currently outside sweeping the front.
No, I know that.
There's no one around. He's obviously just woken up, getting everything ready for the day. But like, he's nodded to a couple of people that he must see most mornings. So as you approach,
I will enter.
I would like to. Is the door open or is he outside?
He's outside. The door's closed at the minute, but he's outside just sweeping. Yeah, it's fine.
Did you say his name's Felwyn?
Felwyn. You two would know that.
Yeah, okay. So I walk up and say, "Hello, Felwyn. We've just returned from our good deeds, and we would like to get in and sleep."
He kind of gives you like a funny look, as if say, "You paid for the room, but you didn't sleep in it."
Well, we was going to sleep.
Like he's looking at you like that. It's like he's a bit confused as to like you've been out all night, and now like it's not something that normally happens, and he's just like, right, okay, you did pay for the room. The door is open, but there's more of you than what started.
I just put like one gold piece in his hand.
Well, that's nice of you, but I don't actually have any more rooms.
We'll make it work.
Do you have a comfortable corner?
I mean, it's early. Breakfast ain't going to be served for another couple of hours.
That's fine.
I mean, you can easily go and just sit in the bar if you want.
If that's okay with you, I will take it.
It will cost you a drink, though.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And I'll pay for probably around lunchtime. I'll have your best meal.
Well, All right then. I'll make sure I get the fresh fish.
My
Yeah, he does kind of eye him up. He's like, I can get him in. The big barn doors around the back. I can get him in. It's all right. I'm used to, we've had some ogres round here before.
Thank you.
You have to accommodate for everyone, unfortunately.
Felwyn.
Felwyn. He's a. At this point, you notice he is a halfling. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been down it in 10 minutes. So I'm just like, oh, would you
You
look
know
at
what I
that?
mean? Like I'm just trying to.
you're not just short there.
Yeah, halfling.
He's vertically challenged.
He's like quite. He's starting to get a bit grey hair and stuff, so he's not a young lad, but he's just wearing modest clothes.
Well, thank you for accommodating us. But perhaps maybe a bit on.
Well, I have got some. I've got a couple of people that, unless they, ask to stay a couple of nights, they might have another room coming up later anyway. So if you're wanting to stay more,
We will see it. As of right, we weren't planning on staying overnight, but something come to us during the day which changed our plans.
that's fine. Stuff happens in Talapi, I'm afraid.
As I hear.
He kind of just opens the door and he says, "I'll walk him round." And like walks strolling around.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go find a corner of the bar. Which do they have? Is it literally just stalls?
No,
or
there's
something?
some
like a
benches
booth.
as well.
Yeah, I'll find a bench and I'll push it up into the corner.
Yeah, you get your drink.
I get my drink, sit it on. Just
To be fair, it's 6 in the morning. He brings you over an ale.
yeah.
Just sits it there.
Yeah. And I'll push the bench into the corner so I can lean and just
You go.
hand on
Yeah.
dagger.
He's just like, you probably won't need that around here, mate. But I understand. We'll try not to wake you when the breakfast rush comes in.
It's fine. I probably won't.
Yeah.
Can I ask Felwyn to wake me up sort of lunchtime?
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
fine. That can be arranged. Yeah.
Early morning wake.
Yeah. He brings you in through the back door into the bar area. Kind of just points you over to where Belric's trying to snuggle up.
Okay. I'll stand in front of him and go into sentry mode.
That's fine.
Actually, quite comforting.
Yes, I
That's,
feel
I
quite
feel
safe.
safe now. Yeah.
So as we all go in for, are you going for a full rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd say it's probably about 6:30 by the time you go off. So what's that?
2
10.
PM.
So
8 hours is half two.
yeah. So it's mid afternoon. You get woken up by the smell of fresh food.
Mhm.
You go downstairs. Obviously, Belric and Strawberry are already there. Belric set up. Some food is already at the table waiting for you.
How much did that cost me? Fine meal.
For a fine meal.
Yeah.
2 gold pieces.
Damn.
You did buy 3,
Yeah.
and it's fresh fish.
Yeah.
You got the fresh
yeah.
stuff, not the 2-day
We're
old
30 mile inland.
stuff. I had to go a long way for that.
30 mile inland, we just come from the docks.
Yeah.
He doesn't- he
Airships.
doesn't- he
It's a
doesn't-
lake. Doesn't count.
doesn't understand the concept of travelling. Yeah, so you wake up mid-afternoon. The day is
Right.
yours.
As
We'll eat our food, but
Do you eat strawberry?
I can eat, I'm going to take an entire fish.
That was my.
No, I do not need to eat.
Well, that's fine. I guess I'll just have the What is this?
Some vegetables and a bit of like dauphinoise potatoes and like some roasted veg.
I didn't leave the protein anyway. It's fine.
There is a nice gravy.
Once we've eaten this meal, gentlemen, we should go find Yusuf or whatever his name was.
Yoffery.
Yoffery. Thank you. Get our payment and then
Yes.
find our friend here an axe.
Yes.
And then we can go to the library. Yes. I can't wait to go to the library.
Oh,
It's a very good job you just said that, because I wasn't going to let Brad leave until we talked about the axe.
Good thing that Brad isn't in the bar.
So, Let's go and get this reward from Yoffery.
Yes. We eat.
And we set out to
Okay.
find
Sorry.
Yoffery.
You eat.
Belric.
We go to Guild Quarter with the red door.
Yeah, so you ask Felwyn where
Yoffery
Free
trade.
trade.
yeah, you ask Felwyn where the guild quarter is. He gives you some directions.
As
Uh,
we're walking,
yeah.
I'm just going to hand a sheet of paper over to people
Okay.
and ask if they've ever heard of this name.
So, as you're walking along, just conversation piece. Belric asks if you've ever heard of this person before.
No,
Do I,
unfortunately.
do I? Or do I not?
You not?
I do not.
You have to say it out loud to me.
I can't do that.
No, him.
No.
Me?
Yeah, say it out loud to me.
Can I have the paper?
As he goes to say it out loud, I will cover his mouth.
Yeah.
Say, maybe I'll ask him later. It'll be fine. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to touch your
that's
face.
fine, no.
I'm sorry.
Some people don't know personal boundaries.
It takes you about 20 minutes or so. You make your way to the guild quarter. It's easy to find. Everything's pretty much signposted so you don't get lost.
Yeah.
You find Yoffery trade.
Knock on the
Like
door.
to rat-a-tat-tat
The
on
door is the door was open.
Well, I want to knock on it anyway.
I knock and walk in. Knock, knock, knock. And kind of.
You've got
I'll hang back with strawberry as I don't think you fit through the door.
I say,
no,
Yoffery
it's quite a
Trum.
slim door. Sitting inside, you find Yoffery just sitting at his desk doing a bit of paperwork. Looks up as you knock. Oh, gentlemen, I did hear the good news. You did it.
Yes.
You caught them.
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Ruffians. How dare they?
Why would they only be? What would they after? Do you know?
I don't know. It's not only me that's being hit, but
okay.
you know,
Can
I'm fed up with it.
Can I insight check him to see if he's like truthful? Just to see if he's,
Well,
I mean, yeah. So, big old 2,
Yeah, he
rolling high.
telling the truth, full outright.
Yeah, according to me, anyway. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna bother checking.
Yeah.
I
But
wouldn't
you
even
know,
what to check.
it's such a relief off my shoulders to know that my stock will not be pilfered anymore in the middle of the night.
Well, but let's hope it was only them 3.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm sorry
I
to.
hadn't thought of that.
Yes, well, now perhaps that they've been captured and they can be interrogated and questioned by the guards. If there are more, they can be found.
Yes.
And the guards, the proper authorities can deal with them.
You're absolutely right. The watch will get to the bottom of this. I have nothing else to worry about. Anyway, I assume you're here for your payment.
Yes, I don't want to seem rude, but we
No,
have
it's-
other plans today, and
It's fine, it's fine. As agreed on. 5 gold pieces each.
I'll take for our other friend. He's just outside with someone else, I guess.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yes. Thanks.
As long as it gets to him. I trust you.
Well,
You've got a good face.
You know it. Well, again, thank you for the payment, and we're glad to be of assistance.
Well, I couldn't be any more happier with the work that you provided me on this evening.
Yeah.
Like I said, you will make my nights even better because I will no longer be lying, tossing and turning, wondering if someone's stealing my stuff.
You hope.
Why do you keep saying
Yes, well, we're all in a day's work, of course.
Excellent.
Well, not
But
normally my night.
just
of course it wasn't.
just a small one. I mean, say someone does come back and maybe I was, looking to get help. Would you be staying still at?
We're at the Laughing Drow.
You're still at the Laughing Drow.
Yes. To be honest with you, I'm travelling. I've heard rumour of a wizard's college, and I'm only here for a little while, and I will be moving on. I don't know about my comrades here, but if anything happens while I'm still here, of course, come and find me at the Laughing Drow. But I can't guarantee that
Well,
I will always be here.
I understand you have your own agenda.
Of course.
But I mean, I hope nothing happens. He looks at you like Yoffery and he's like, just shut up. He's like,
Of course, we all
but-
wish for the best.
you know, just in case, I do kind of hope that you're still around because I know you're reliable.
Well, you know where to find us if you do need help. If of course we are there. Yes.
Oh, well, decent.
That I will
Sorry.
bid you adieu.
Yeah, he kind of thanks you again, shakes your hands. He kind of pops out the window at like the door and waves to Belric and then sees Strawberry and kind of like backs in the...
He's fine, don't worry about it.
Is Belric waving?
I'll just put my hand up.
I'm also going to raise my hand.
Oh, that's a sharp movement.
Yes.
Just kind of moves back in the door, then closes. What's a...
Yeah, I asked him to
Oh,
come
so
over.
it kind of... really?
He's perfect.
Okay. He kind of walks out. Thank you for the job well done.
Our friend here that we found about,
Yes.
he helped us with the venture that you set us about on.
Hey.
And he restrained what I assume would be the leader of their group and took her to the authorities himself.
You did that?
Saying nothing, but just guaranteed to stare at him.
Answer the man about the woman you restrained. Did you restrain her?
A woman was restrained.
Did you take her to the officials?
A woman was delivered to the guard watch.
Wow. Absolutely fascinating. I couldn't ask for a better crew of people.
My thought is, I don't know what your trade is, but if it happens to be of weapons, as you can see, his one is pretty old and lame, and we are looking for a replacement. And if you could, I will give up my 5 gold as a reward if you could replace the one that he has.
Well, I like your ingenuity, good friend. But unfortunately, I only deal in fruit. But...
Inside. I want to know if he only
Deals
deals in fruit.
Fruit and bitches.
12.
He only deals in fruit.
Okay.
You're like, but I do know the local smithy.
That's if you could put in a word for us.
Oh, do you know what? I can do better than that. He runs back in the office, writes a slip, gives it to you. Hand this over, and you can trade in that old one. It'll give you a new one because he can repurpose that and sell it anyway. He owes me a favour.
That's,
I will call this in because he did a fine job restraining. I believe that 100%.
and minimal damage, so you
Excellent.
can interrogate them.
Oh yes, you might need to buy a new lock.
Oh no, that's fine. I can do with that. I have like 100.
Oh.
Might want
They don't only break in; they steal the locks. I don't know what's
It's
going
going
on.
to get there. It's going to be a massive hole where the door used to be. Usually like this.
Just walk up with
It's
the lock.
just the lock that needs replacing.
Ah, he didn't say he knocked off his hinges.
Yeah, but he didn't see it, did he? That's the thing.
This is very gracious of you and much appreciated. If you need anything while I'm in town, then
Yes,
I'll
I.
probably be in the Laughing. It's the Laughing
The
Drow.
laughing
right?
drow, yes.
I'll probably get a room there if you two don't mind me
Of course.
hovering around
The
with you for a
more the
while.
merrier, I say. What a right party we're becoming, eh?
Almost like it was destined.
And while I've got your attention,
Like we're some kind of
have you
D&D
ever heard of this
podcast.
name before?
That was some sort of D&D.
Takes the bit of paper, stares at it for a few seconds, scratches his cheek. Surname does seem familiar. I can't quite make him up aware.
If you do happen to remember, could you just I don't know, send a message to the Laughing Drow? Just have it left to tell us.
Okay. I'll have a good hard think on that.
Thank you very much.
No worries. If that's all, I unfortunately do have work to do.
Oh, of course, we don't want to keep you any longer.
Yes. Well, thank you, gentlemen. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And he is off.
To the smithy!
Yes.
Oh God.
Yes.
So-
I should have asked him where that was. Well, if we head back towards where the markets and the
I
other
mean,
shops were, there.
We're only like a couple of feet away from. We can.
Yes, of course. Let's head that way.
We'll just ask him before. He's
No. He has work to do. We shouldn't bother him any more than we already have. If we just head towards where the market was and where the other shops are, I'm sure we will find.
You do that. I'm going to. I'm just going to go see if he's got a toilet.
Oh, of course, yes.
I'll go back in and ask.
Yeah, it gives you directions. It's
It's
not far.
We will wait.
It's in the main marketplace of the town.
Oh, that's right. They had a town map. And magically the smithy was marked on it. So
what ingenuity!
yes, well they said they were friends, so
Yes.
makes sense.
Map.
Thank you, Strawberry,
Yeah.
for the sheet of paper.
Yeah. As Strawberry holds it out to you, he's holding out a map. It is a map of the continent of Prathos, with only kind of more prominent locations marked.
So where is the smithy?
So, Strawberry, what you've handed me is a map of the world.
Yes.
We were talking about a map of the town.
Is the town not in the world?
Yes, technically it is.
Then I do not see the problem. Where is the smithy?
Just point at where we are.
I can't.
Do you want me to have a look?
Yes, that'd be.
Is that okay, Strawberry, if I take the map?
Yes.
Now look here. We are. Well, we are here. This is wrong. Yes, now there we are. Yes, I found it now. We are here, but yes.
And where is the smithy?
Well, the problem is I can't get there. This is a map of everywhere, and we are really small in here. But if I go like this,
small.
no, that's right. If I go like this, that's where we are. So the smithy is there, and we are going now.
That way. Okay.
No.
Go off that way.
Well, yes, it is that way.
Oh, well, that's good then.
Actually, so
Should I keep hold of this? I'll keep hold of it for a minute.
do you mind him holding your?
Wait,
I've gone, mate.
I pointed in a direction. He went. I'll give it back to him when we catch up.
Yes, so or maybe hold on to it.
Yes, I will. It's quite old.
Strawberry. Just come running off.
You go run. I'm just like standing there, like.
Yeah, it doesn't take you long. You follow directions quite cleanly. The smithy is easy to find.
Strawberry, you left me with your map.
It is Belric's map.
You gave it. It was yours originally, though, wasn't it?
Yes, and now it is Belric's map.
Should I give it back to Belric?
It's Belric's map.
You can hold on to Keith if it intrigues you, and you can give it back to me later.
Well, certainly, yes. I will look this over. That's okay. Belric says it's okay.
Did we find a smithy?
Yep.
Yep.
You hear some clanging as the
Sorry.
smithy does some
Sorry.
working.
There's some clanging of paper.
Yes. That's what smithies work with now.
I'm going to go in and draw my axe and put it in front of him, just on the anvil as he's working. Ping!
Whoa! You just like as you round the corner, it's a dwarf kind of just. He's like,
Of course it is. It's always.
It's okay, we have a coupon.
he's like kind of just a bit dumbfounded. He's just had a great axe throw like in his face by this
We have a note.
person. This could be your catchphrase. He's like, what is going on here?
We have a note.
I mean, it's nice, but you could have got me attention a little bit,
He's
differently.
not keen in the ways of
People?
pretty
Yeah,
much.
he's over 600 years old.
Jesus, they not teaching manners back then.
Perhaps not. I wasn't there.
All right, well, what can I do for you then?
I'll pass him the letter.
Homesick, is it? All right then. Is this the one you're trading in?
That would be the one.
Yes, the man's going to take the axe, Strawberry. Okay.
Yes, it was written on the coupon.
Would you like a replacement great axe or a great sword, or what is your weapon of preference? great sword does 2d6. The great axe does 1d12. Both two-handed.
A great axe.
So he kind of just goes, yeah, alright, that's alright. Walks off into the back. It is just a standard great axe, but it's it's clean nick. There's no gashes out of it, like his one had like massive
I imagine it was
gouges out the
broken
front.
eventually.
Yeah, no. If you'd have actually used it, it might have actually shattered. Gives it over to you. It's really nice looking. It's like where the sharp edges is like silver. You can see all the shine, but the metal itself, on the thicker parts, is just it's almost like pitch black on a nice redwood handle.
Well,
I hope you,
I take it with one hand.
well, I hope you like it. That was the last of Yoffery's favours. I'm out of that now. Anything else?
Out of what?
Oh, I've done him a couple of bits of work, and he wanted favours rather than.
Do you happen to know what Yoffery deals in?
Fruit. That's what he told me.
That's what he told us.
Say, okay, you do work for the fruit merchant. That makes perfect sense.
Yes, why would a fruit merchant
Need a blacksmith? Was you making peelers?
No, he just wanted some standard shields and stuff. I think it was just to go on his ship, just for a bit of protection or whatever for the workers. I don't ask. It's just a bit of work.
Well, that's fair.
That makes
they
sense.
say you need to get your gold and make a living, of course. Well, thank you for this. I have no more business.
I don't want to leave you completely shortchanged, so here's 2 gold.
Oh.
It's not much compared
Well,
to
it's
the cost.
still
but
mighty generous of you. It's more than I'd ever get from Yoffery. I appreciate that, and if you do need anything, don't hesitate to come and see me.
Well, you will be our first port of call for any weapons.
Excellent.
Armour.
Well, if you don't mind, I've got stuff to hammer.
Of course, I don't want to keep you.
As soon as we get out of the blacksmith's hut, I'm going to turn to Belric and say, the axe has been received, and walk off in the complete opposite direction.
Strawberry?
No response.
Hey,
I'm gonna ponder it over as
Beric.
I watch him walk off. Just
Barry, can you go after Strawberry?
I
Find out where he goes, and then if you don't find him, meet us back at the Laughing Drow.
We're going to the library.
We're going to go to the library and try and
Yes,
learn more
I
about
will
him.
follow the giant automaton.
Yes.
Yes, the library is full of books, and I'll
Yes.
follow Strawberry.
Yeah,
That's fine. So
library.
we are splitting as of this moment.
Yes.
We'll start with the 2 going to the library. It doesn't take you long to find it.
Of course.
It's one of the largest buildings in the city.
It's got the spider sense for libraries.
My book sense is tingling. You walk in, there's a person at a desk. You can see books and scrolls and everything behind them, but it's kind of like there's 2 little gates, so you can't just walk in.
How do we get to the clerk? I walk up to the gates, yeah.
Good day.
Hello. I would like to
Read some
do some.
books?
Yes, I would like to go to the library, do some research.
Could you do some
if
books,
I may.
please?
I need to take your names first, please.
Of course, my name is Keith.
K-E-I.
No. I'm sorry. No, it's K-E-E-F. No surname.
Right. Okay.
My parents were barbarians. You see,
Okay.
spelling was not their
Just kind of
strongest
scribbles out a little bit
suit.
there. That's K-E-E-F. And you, sir?
Do people in this town know
They know your surname.
Dothrak Draxing?
Oh. Oh. There must be a relation.
Mm.
Yeah, excellent.
Relation to who?
Well,
Sorry.
well,
My clan, the Draxing clan. You know,
Please,
Dragonborn
please,
sticking to the.
welcome,
clans.
welcome. I mean, what is it you'd like to look?
Well, I've got, you might be able to help us. My
Yes.
friend did explain.
We want to do some research on the Warforged that fought in the War of Vanderveld.
Investigard.
The old war.
Ah,
We want to
yes.
do some research. Can you
Yes.
put us in that general direction?
I can, yeah. I mean, if you could just like to come through here, these gentlemen.
Thank you so much.
Leads you through, takes you to like a seating area. If you could just wait here, I'll go and get some tomes for you and I'll return.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you so much.
Would you like a beverage while you wait?
Do you need tea?
Oh, we do.
Oh, I'd love a tea if you don't mind.
Would you like morning breakfast? Or would you like daytime breakfast?
What's the difference?
One tastes like roast dinner.
I'll have the one that doesn't.
Excellent. And for yourself,
For the same.
Sir Draxon?
You
Yes.
guys are role playing a tea party.
Please,
right
just call
now.
me Yoffery.
Oh, I'm honoured. He kind of just walks off. He's like, oh, Frank.
So what's your surname? Drax.
Draxon.
Draxin. Yoffery Draxin.
I'm gonna do some research.
He's gone for about 10 minutes. Someone else brings over the drinks for you. It's nice tea.
Thank you so much.
He returns about 10 minutes later. He's got 3 books with him. He plops them down in front of you. The first one's quite thin.
Mm-hmm.
This one here is more like a bedtime story type book. It kind of mentions the war a little bit, but it doesn't really go into much detail.
Does it summarise, basically?
Yeah, it's a kid's story, I think,
Okay.
but it depends how quickly you want to learn. This one here,
Every book has
yeah,
its
this one
purpose.
here, he picks up a bit. It's like just dust flies off it into your tea. This one is basically a general's diary from the entire war. It's
Fascinating.
quite old, so I'm going to have to ask you to be very careful.
Yeah, did you have gloves that you're supposed to wear with these books?
No, please be very gentle with them.
I'll handle this one. Yeah.
And then this one, it's like a small,
Yeah.
like a normal reading book size. This is all I could find on Warforged. They're mentioned in the bigger one, but they're not. I mean, obviously, they were kind of kept to themselves over on
Of course.
that island.
Mm.
What people did kind of get of them, it wasn't a lot of information from what I can tell, but whatever you might find might be in here.
Well, you take the old-looking book.
I'll take the big one. I will be
Yes, and I will look at this one with the
careful about the
Warforged.
Of course, yes. Well, thank you so much for your
You've
help.
been ever so helpful.
It's fine. It's fine. He bows and backs away from you a couple of times and then
He's a
scurries
strange
off.
fellow.
Wait 1 second, and I'm going to follow him.
Right. Okay.
Right. Fuck.
Sorry. Was there something else?
Yes, I just out of curiosity, why Sir Draxin?
Oh, that's strange. You're accompanying him, but you don't know who he is.
Well, I met him on my travels here,
Oh.
but
Well,
he's quite secretive, you see.
oh, maybe I shouldn't say anything then.
Well, we have travelled.
But you are
together.
travelling with him.
Yes.
You'll probably find out eventually. It's quite.
I'm just
You're in
curious.
very esteemed company, I'm afraid.
Okay.
The Draxin family are the rulers of Sel. His father is the king.
Bloody hell! I mean,
He's.
whoa. Okay.
I mean, yes, it's they've been rulers for many generations, the family themselves, and I know that the king is probably coming towards his reign, the end of his reign.
And he's eating every
Well,
day?
it's him and his brother, Tomasi.
Shit.
Yeah. No, you're not allowed to write that name down.
It's cursed.
But yes, one of those two will probably take over the reins one day.
Well, thank you so much for your help.
No.
I slip him a gold and just say, thank you for your help. I love information, me.
Oh, well, don't we all? It only get beaten by one thing. And then kind of just hurries off,
Yes.
pockets
While
the
you've
gold.
been gone interrogating this poor fool,
And then I'm going to head back and look at
I've been looking through his book. Have I come across anything?
Let's have...
History?
No, because it's all there. You're not trying to remember it. I'd probably say investigation because you're trying to scour it for
learning, yes.
specific information.
That's 20.
Here we go. You learn. You took the Warforged book, didn't you?
Yes.
You learned that the Warforged were not built, but like almost raised by the old rulers of Vestergaard. They used them primarily to basically build and things. They were like golems but improved because they were hardier. They could take a lot more damage. They had a lot more like ability as such. Like obviously you've seen him spin around on his axis.
Do I learn
and
how
stuff
they were
like
created?
no, it's not in there.
Okay.
You do know that their names are... They normally take the name that someone kind of gives to them. So obviously you kind of realise in that point where Penny had called him Strawberry, he's now taken that on as his name.
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably got a name that was given to him all those years ago.
By the person that made him.
Yeah. There are different types of Warforged. You've got what Strawberry is like a juggernaut. So big, built, ready for anything, can take damage, like a tank.
Yeah.
You've got regular, just I'd say like human sized, like in shape.
Humanoid.
Yeah. They're just a bit of general work.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got some that are kind of built for speed and movement. So like they'd be used for like scouting, you know, message, like back in the old days, like messengers they were best used for. But obviously something in, for lack of a better word, probably protocol, meant they obeyed like a certain person. You know, they're always like kind of loyal to a person until a mission was complete, kind of thing.
If so, is there a way of making them remember things? Like in the book, does it say of a way to help them remember?
No, because
No. Okay.
probably in that case, nothing like this has probably ever happened before.
Yeah.
And it's only people knew of the Warforged, but because it was off on this island to itself and it was quite a secluded, they kept themselves to themselves kind of thing. Very few people went over there to, you know, learn as much. Whatever you did get was very little. You just do know that for whatever reason, when the time came for the rulers of Vestergaard to decide that they were going to try and take over the world, they'd had this army in place for years and no one had kind of suspected anything about it.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to do these two and then come back to me? Because otherwise,
Yeah, that's fine.
they're sitting there for ages doing nothing.
I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, it's up to them really what's going on here because Strawberry's walking away and Belrick's following.
Strawberry. Strawberry? Oh, I'll get in front of him.
Yeah, he goes to stand in front of you then.
I stop.
But where are you going?
I don't know. But it's my job to roam,
Well,
to wander. And that's what I shall do. And then I gently push him aside and carry on walking.
That's rude. I'll get back in front of him again. Strawberry, we need to sort out this name. Strawberry. I mean, I plan to be roaming myself for a while. I've got a few things to do in this town, but if you're looking for a companion, someone to join you on the journey, or help along the way.
I have no need of a companion, but I will not stop you if you wish to follow.
Yes, but what if you were my companion?
Just a bit puzzled.
What if you joined me on my journey, and that way, while I know where I'm going, you're wandering into new places? It could be beneficial to us both. I can help you with whatever you need help with, like getting a new weapon. You don't seem to understand many of the laws and ways around the town. And around, if I have to put it bluntly, civilization.
My job is to kill for my master.
Well,
That's what I do.
I have a short list of people that need to be killed. Help me, and I will help you, is what I'm saying. If you want to call me your master, so be it.
As we're not currently in contract, you're not my master. However, I will assist you in terminating those you consider a threat. Please tell me the direction in which we're heading, and we will terminate your foes.
I don't have that information at current. That's what my journey is for. I need to find them before I can take them down.
So, we are to leave this town then?
The information I am looking for could possibly be in this town. I have to find that first.
Very well.
So, we are, if I'm right, in contract? Or are you just aiding me?
For the moment, I'm simply aiding you.
Thank you. We are meant to meet with the skinny wizard and the scaly lizard
Yes.
at the library, the place with all the books.
Very well. Which way is the library?
I don't know. First quest: find the library.
Do I see anything we can say where I'm going to the library?
Do a perception check.
Whoa. Whoa.
They might be looking for a while. Here, did you know I don't know where the library is?
That's a 7.
7. You look around, they're all buildings to you. You kind of just start pointing at buildings.
I'm going to be walking for about 15 minutes. Then I'm going to turn to Belric and say, what is a library?
Well, let's go find out. So, we'll go to find someone who could possibly give us directions to the library.
Yeah, you can ask around. It's easy enough. You get directions. You kind of get people backing off a little bit when Strawberry follows you up. But
Can you read Strawberry?
I don't recognise... I recognise words, but only once I've been taught. I can't decipher much written script. It's not in my programming.
Well, it's your lucky day, because it just so happens that I've taught a few people how to read. So maybe I can help you along the way.
yeah, don't take you long. Maybe another 10 minutes of walking, you find the library.
And we're inside, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, when we get in, you just shout, "Burn all the books."
Message received.
So is it back to us now in the library?
Yeah, I'd say as they're kind of walking in, Sean's probably finishing his research, so if you want to do an investigation check for me. 10. You look through, it's a very old book, it's a very big book. Some of the words have kind of started to fade a bit.
Have I seen him with this book?
You probably will do.
Do I recognise the book? Have I seen it before?
Roll a perception check.
13.
13. You've seen books, but it weren't something that you was really familiar with.
No? Okay.
Back on Vescar. I mean, you was mostly
Oh, yeah.
heavy lifting frontline stuff. Like you've seen some books before, but it's not triggering anything for you.
Do I see them walk in?
Well, let me finish.
No, I'm just saying, like, do we see them walk in? Yeah,
so you were looking up the Vestergaard War. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically, you get the basic gist of it, that for whatever reason, the Vestergaard people, whoever was in charge at the time, decided it would be a good idea to try and basically take over the whole of Praefos. I don't know if you don't know if it was madness or just greed of power and land, but they had this huge unstoppable army. Maybe that's what it was. They just looked out one day and thought, who can stop me? But like the battle went on for like 8 years. There was lots of casualties. It mostly got fought over in Deplora. It's where most of the battle and the fighting took place, because everyone pushed towards that coast to keep them from getting any further into the land.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, being the Warforged and that, there were so many of them coming over, and people were getting tired and wounded and things like that, and it was harder for them to hold them back until these heroes turned up, who you have read about, because you knew a little bit about this anyway.
Yeah.
But the end product was that they helped push the Warforged back into the sea, basically, and then they took an armada over to Vestergaard, and as basically penance for the amount of people that were killed in that, they basically demolished the city. They didn't like kill anyone or anything like that. They like took in the leaders for like their crimes and things like that, and anyone of like who was slightly in charge. Anyone else that was like just general public and commoner were told to move on to other places, but they destroyed the whole city and the castle and everything just to basically say no one is to be here anymore. This place is never to be used again. It was like it was written in it like an accord, basically, like that no one had the rights to this land anymore. It was to go back to nature.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't miss them walking through the door.
Okay. I look at Strawberry. And I just say, Strawberry, we've been learning about your kind, and I've learned that you are from a place called Vestergaard.
I'll withdraw the axe, eyes go red for Vestergaard!
Yes, quite. Put the axe away.
So standby mode. I'm not in charge.
Stand down, Strawberry. I'm just explaining what I found in the books.
By the way,
do a persuasion check for me, please.
my contract with him has ended, so
It's cocked. Do you want me to roll it again? $17.
17.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of, his voice comes through to you. You know these people. Obviously, you know that they're on your side or whatever.
Yeah.
But so your nature, like.
Well, my eyes slowly turn back to white and
Yeah, he's looking like almost like
I know books do that.
the
to me,
word
so-
triggered something in him,
Yeah.
and
So-
it was almost like he was waiting for a command.
Yeah. So
And then after a while, after nothing came to him, he kind of, it's almost like he blacked out, didn't know what was going on. He kind of just put the axe away.
So I've also learnt of the place that you're from, and obviously I won't say it again because it looks like that brings some sort of flashbacks. However, I have learnt that you're normally given a name by the person that creates you, but you can't remember that.
My name was given to me by my friend.
Yes. Poppy? Penny.
Yes, Penny is my friend.
Yes. But there's also 3 different types of Warforged. The Juggernaut, there's the Envoy type, and also the Skirmisher type. Do you remember meeting the other types of your kind?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember the your primary function way back when?
To kill.
Okay. Do you remember? I gather you remember the war.
Yes.
Oh,
No. I don't understand the question.
that's fine. I don't want you to relive it by any means. Yes, and I believe Keith has found out some information as well.
Do you remember a place known as Deplora?
Current mission orders: take Deplora, maximum casualties.
So
was you deployed on that mission?
He awoke, obviously, in his backstory knows he awoke on the island. So he was probably, as much as he's 600 odd years old, he might not have been on the front line yet.
Yeah. Did you ever go to Deplora?
No.
Okay.
My unit has not yet been assigned for active combat duty.
Right. So you may have already been in the city when it was demolished by the heroes.
I don't understand the question.
Do you know what has happened to Vestergaard?
So you've said the word, he'd fall into that function.
Draw the axe at Sean.
Yeah.
But not to hit him, just as if I'm waiting for a command from him.
What is the current status of Vestergaard?
Vestergaard, current status unknown.
Stand down. Interesting. Okay.
Just watching in awe. That's impressive.
To be fair, the clerk's probably just sitting at the table going, this is more than just reading books.
Do you know about the... How many heroes were there, sorry?
7.
7. Do you know about the 7 heroes?
History check. No.
I do not understand the question.
Okay. Do you know what happened to your people?
Assuming another history check. 12.
12. No, you just know that one day when you was just basically in line ready to go as you was being deployed. All of a sudden your orders were terminated. So like you were told not to fight anymore. Stand down, and then things just started falling around you, and next thing you know you was darkness.
There you go. I won't say that again, but that's what happened.
That's fine.
Fascinating.
Would you like to learn? I can tell you the current status of your home.
Nicely avoided, Keith.
Very well.
How many years ago was the... It was
450
450 years ago, so...
ish.
So about 450 years ago, your home was destroyed by the 7 heroes who fought against your kind in the Great War.
Then I must find these 7 heroes. Belric, add these 7 heroes to the list.
What list?
I'm pretty sure the 7 heroes are probably already
This
deceased.
happened
It
a
happened
long time ago, and people of more organic material tend to perish long before your kind, Strawberry.
In short, the 7 are already dead. Strawberry.
Possibly.
Possibly. We don't know these beings.
Well, how about this? Instead of adding them to the list of which you speak, I will add them to a list of research so we can find out about the heroes.
Research.
Do you know that word?
Research. I know. Keith is good for research.
Yes,
You shall
I do.
research the 7 heroes.
I will do that for you.
And probably for himself.
Yes. Well, let's just say that your home has been given back to nature. An accord was put in place that,
Then I must defeat nature and regain my homeland.
yes, well, that's hard because nature is everything. The sun, the wind, the water, the earth.
Then I shall defeat the sun, the water, the wind, and the earth. Boric, add the sun, the water, the wind, and the earth to the list.
Well, let's not be too hasty, because perhaps maybe all these things do not know that they have taken over your home.
Then they shall be easy to kill.
Perhaps we will get to that.
Maybe
Maybe.
taken to his homeland eventually.
All these
Well-
things, organics need to live. So you kill those things, you kill all of us.
It may be impossible for you to kill the sun.
This,
No, wait, I'm ignoring you for a moment because you're being silly. But you've just sparked something in my brain. Organic. Like humans.
yes, like Keith
Yes.
and I.
Yes, like
You're telling if I kill the sun and the earth and the water and the wind, then Penny will die?
That is correct.
yes. Penny needs these things to live, and Penny is your friend.
Hmm.
But maybe at some point in our journey we will come across a boat which will take us back to your home. And we can investigate, we can look around and see with our own eyes what has happened there.
Yes, if we can get there.
So you're saying you will take me to Vestergaard?
At some point in my journey, I will take you to Vestergaard.
Very well. We're entered in contract to return to Vestergaard.
At some point in my journey.
Yeah, as Belric kind of noted, as he said Vestergaard, there was no reaction. So after you've been talking to him about it, it's almost like everything went through his head
Yeah.
because there is no Vestergaard. There is nothing for him to fight for, so it's no longer a trigger.
While we're in this library, excuse me, clerk, lady? Ma'am?
Well, there's a first for everything, but yes, hello.
Do you have any books on, reading? Learning to read?
Of course, this is a library.
How much would that be?
No, you don't buy these books.
I'm sorry to bring some riffraff into
then
the library.
What's
You-
the point
you-
of having them, or if you're not selling them?
Well, you read them. If you want to buy them, there is a bookstore just down the road.
Well, we can.
Isn't that what this is? A book?
No, a library is a difference. You come here to learn.
There would be
Oh.
books here that you would not be
They're
available
so-
in a bookstore.
They're
So
so
the bookstore
precious.
is down the road.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on. We take these books and we return them.
No. These books stay on the premises.
Ah.
It's called a library because
But what if I want to take this book?
you're not allowed.
Ah, I understand how this works. Boric, pass me a gold piece.
I've just tried Strawberry. She didn't go for it. She
I-
said
I-
there's a place that will take your gold piece for a book down the road.
But why would they have a building full of books if they're not to sell them?
I really don't know. It's confusing.
It kind of looks at you. Please.
Look, the prime directive of this building is just to look at books that other people own.
I mean, I understand what you're explaining to him,
Yes.
but I don't understand the point of this building.
Yes. Well then, shush.
Rude.
I leave.
I'll follow him.
Stupid place.
Thank you for
I'm sitting there just.
thank you for lending us these
That's
books.
fine.
That's alright, Strawberry. I don't understand.
We our new friend here
It's
is
fine.
interesting. We want to learn about him. We want to help him learn about himself.
If you ever need to learn more, you and Your Majesty are always welcome back.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Who's in the room?
You'd left.
Paul,
Yes, Your Majesty.
when we're on the street, are there any people just wandering about?
I look at the clerk and I was like, say what? Say what now?
Sorry, Dothrak.
Well, we'll be on our way.
Yes.
Dothrak.
Thank you. Good day. Please return.
I want to.
Sorry.
Go on.
Just as we're walking out, I look at Keith. I'm like, just how much did that clerk tell you in there, Keith?
He told me you were of royal blood.
Ah, marvellous. The secret that I was trying to keep. You see, I don't want anyone to know of my descent. Yes,
Your secret is safe with me.
that happens. But it is a hard secret to keep.
Well, Dothrak, I will not call you by any other name.
Thank you.
You are just my friend.
I thank you. Yes, this is.
I
Yes.
respect your privacy, of course. I may have been a bit nosy, but sometimes curiosity gets the
that's
better of me. But
Fine.
your secret is safe with me.
I'm on a journey, and it starts here.
Aren't we all?
And yes, we will learn more as the journey progresses.
Learning. Yes, the best thing in life. And we will proceed to then use the library.
Yep.
I want to walk up to the first person I see, literally, doesn't matter who it is,
Right.
first person, and stop uncomfortably close to them, literally inches away from them, and look down at them and say, "Supply directions to Vestergaard."
What? What are you talking about? Just some like old man, just walking along. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll say it again, but louder this time.
Oh, I can hear you.
Yeehaw!
Yeah, I don't know why I've slipped into that accent. And he just shuffles off.
Okay, then I'll find the next person and do the same thing.
Yeah, again, you kind of get the same reaction.
I'm going to be doing this for a while.
Yeah, as you're getting loud, started saying loud. I think people are starting to avoid you around the street.
Strawberry. That name. Strawberry.
I'll turn, keep my legs in front of the guy, but turn on the 180 to face Brad. Sorry.
Beric.
Belric.
Are we in contract?
Currently, until we get to Vestergaard.
Do you remember what I said? That at some point in my journey, I will take you to Vestergaard.
Current objectives: defeat everybody on the list, then go to Vestergaard.
That's it. We have a map of where Vestergaard is in the world. When my objective is complete, I will take you there. I swear.
Belric, we do not have a map.
Keith has the
Keith
map.
has stolen the map.
Strawberry, retrieve the map. Aggression is.
Aggression is advised.
He is a moderate threat level. Don't take any chances. No, we as soon as my quest is complete, I will take you to Vestergaard. Did I give you my word?
And what is the current objective?
I'll look around to see if...
They're kind of starting to make their way out of the...
If I ask you not to repeat the current objective to anyone but me, can you follow that?
Understood.
Our current objective is to find a noble highborn elf. His name is Malivor.
Malivor.
Avaris.
Molivar Avaris, name registered.
When we find him, our mission is to infiltrate his place of residence, take out any of his guards with aggression, with full aggression. Just beat them to a paste if you have to.
Maximum
Understood.
aggression.
Maximum aggression.
But if you see any children in that house, or wherever it is, you are to leave them be.
Understood. Do not harm the young ones.
And that is my mission objective.
Mission
Currently.
objective updated. Understood. Are we leaving town?
We are currently staying the night. I have to seek out some information to see if I can find out where this man is.
Very well. And we'll return to the Laughing Drow.
Bookstore first. An actual bookstore which sells books, not like the library bookstore.
We've just
which-
been to a bookstore. It
I
was
know.
terrible.
I know. I'm hoping the next one will be better because it's smaller, so maybe they'll be willing to give me a book for gold. Strange places indeed.
And on that note, with Keith and Dothrak catching up with you and you making your way towards a bookstore, we shall end that episode of podCAST.
Yay!
So, yeah, some combat was had, some books were ignored. But yeah, we hope you enjoyed this episode. We look forward to seeing you again in the next one. We have much more of this story to tell. But for now, goodbye.
Bye.
See ya.